Because accounts receivable is a risky asset which is subject to uncollectability. Also, it may take time for the companies to collect these payments from the customer, which may result in the liquidity issue. So we can construct the financial ratios to investigate the liquidity of this working capital. First one is accounts receivable turnover. We use the net sales divided by average balance of accounts receivable. This ratio itself indicates for the limited amount of accounts receivable how much sales the company can generate. This average accounts receivable represents the total amount of credit the company or the seller provided to their clients. So with a limited amount of credits, if the company can generate more sales, it also represents the company's if is efficient in managing its capitals. We can also convert this ratio by dividing 365 using receivable turnover. We can convert it to number of days. So this means on average, how many days the receivables will be collected. So here, this is average number of days. So the greater turnover ratio, the better. That means the company can utilize its limited credit to its clients to generate more sales. Also, because higher turnover ratio, there will be lower average collection periods or shorter number of days the receivables can be collected. Here are a comparison between these two companies based on the given information, the receivables for each year, the average, the sales. We can calculate the turnover ratio is higher for the Norton LifeLock. If we convert to number of days, it takes about 59 days for the first company to collect its payments from customer, while for the second company, Broadcom, it takes 66 days. While we can also compare with the industry average to see whether this company outperform or underperform the industry average. The industry average may not be a good benchmark for comparison because the average may not be a representative of the whole population. So sometimes I prefer to compare peer-to-peer firms, firm with similar size, similar market share. Here is an example. We are given the 2-year sales. We are given the ending balance, the beginning balance of accounts receivable, ending balance of accounts receivable for 2024. So we can calculate the average accounts receivable. And net sales we used is the sales of 2024. We do not use this one. This was last year. So based on this calculation, turnover ratio was 20. We use it to divide 365. That's 18.25 days. In other words, the company will collect its payments within 19 days on average.